talk my shit and keep it honest, keep it independent. I hear them hating, but that's only.
Good evening, guys. This is Big Al, Alan Feaster with KO Boxing Breaking News, the greatest news channel for your boxing news. Guys, I want to thank you so much for your support. Everybody that's subscribed this past month, over 50 subscribers, guys, gals, whoever subscribed. We appreciate you guys coming by. And everybody that supported us in the past, thank you again for your support as well. Guys, thank you so much. Appreciate it, guys. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you very much.
Much love. Much love. Okay, let's get into the news story. Don't forget, hit the bell to be notified. When we do go live again, guys. So let's get into the news story here tonight for you. Deontay Wilder in the news tonight and on social media. All right, guys. All right. But they're saying end of an era. Deontay Wilder's knockout loss signals time to hang up the boxing gloves. And we'll get into it. Deontay Wilder's knockout loss to Zhilei Zhang this past Saturday night, as some of you have seen, in Riyadh, signaled to fans that the Bronze Bomber had reached the end of his career. Now, the former WBC heavyweight champion Wilder, who is now 43 big wins, 4 losses, 1 draw, 42 big KOs, looked like a shell of the fighter he'd been during the prime of his career back in the day in 2018, and he couldn't pull the trigger against the slow, stationary target Zhang, who is now 27 big wins, 2 losses, 1 draw, 22 KOs in their fight in the Kingdom Arena. Now, Wilder, guys, who is now 38 years of age, not 38 wins, he's 38 years old now, didn't make a retirement announcement after the fight as many thought he would, but it's likely this is his last fight unless one of the promoters is willing to throw crazy money at him to get him to come back. Now, I wouldn't expect that to happen because the boxing public wouldn't be willing to purchase a pay-per-view card with him as a headliner to justify the expenditure by the promoters. After that knockout, I don't know. Okay, well, they go on. Is he a shadow of his former self? End quote, by said Garth A. Davies to Boxing Social. Now, this is in quote, guys. It was not a good sight for me watching Deontay live with him being walked into the corners. He says here, hunted and haunted for me. He was a shell of what he once was, said Garth A. Davies to Boxing Social, talking about the sad end for Deontay Wilder getting shelled by Zhilei Zhang in his 5th round knockout loss this past Saturday night, as you guys seen in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, wasn't too good. But with that said, guys, with the way that Wilder had talked during the build-up to the fight, it was surprising that he didn't at least try and fight aggressively, knowing that he would retire if he lost. Now, all you can think is that he was too worried about being countered by Zhang. When Wilder finally did throw a right hand in the 5th, Zhang nailed him with a right hook that stunned him. The fight was quickly over, and Wilder got hit with another big right to get put down on the canvas. Yes, that's what it sounded like when he hit the canvas. Okay, but the aura of the big Bronze Bomber wasn't there for me. And when he got detonated and badly caught in the 5th round, he couldn't pull the trigger. I don't like to use the word shot, but all signs that Father Time has caught up to Deontay, said Garth. End quote. Okay, he says he wants to, but it's not there anymore. I wouldn't be disappointed in the least if that's his last fight. He wants to have one more against someone to finish with a pot of glory in the America or whatever it is, he says. Now, Wilder likely won't come back unless he's offered a nice payday. Ideally, he would come back for a weak opponent that was totally out of the league for him and that had no power. Now, the toll of the past battles, this is what they're talking about in quote, what is the toll of the past battles, his past fights that he had? They say, I think he needs to be more greatly an American than it was. I think those 30 rounds against Tyson Fury took an awful out of him. Even the first one. Those 12 rounds against Parker will have taken a lot out of him, said Gareth. Now he goes on. He's lost 4 out of the last 5 fights now. Zhang was like a wildebeest chasing him for the second right hook in the 5th. There was that camera angle where he was galloping after him across the ring. It was only 4 paces, but it was like Zhang 20 stone on horseback coming to finish him, and boom, around the corner, he goes down again on the canvas. Okay, but Wilder was too hurt to escape once Zhang nailed him with a right counter in the 5th and knocked off balance. It would have been better if Wilder had gone down to keep from getting hit with the second right from Zhang. Now, at least if he had done that, he would have been able to keep fighting. I don't know if the Wilder would have recovered, but he wouldn't have been as hurt. Now, the merciful ending, this is what we're talking about, guys, end quote. It was a very viral moment. I was so pleased that was the end of the fight, and Deontay wasn't able to go on. Frankly, I loved the movement by the referee when Deontay got up and was about to fight, and he said, no, it's off. It was so merciful. I think Deontay should have come here to the UK and fought at least 2 years before he'd like a rock star. He'd be treated like a rock star back in the UK, they're saying. Now, when they go on to say, when he walks down the road, guys, here, said Garth about Wilder in the UK, he'd be treated like a rock star, they're talking about. So, guys, tell me what you guys think about this. There's one other person that left a nice comment, a little story about Deontay Wilder. They left this 5 hours ago. Heck Dog says Deontay Wilder, the bronze bomber, will not retire. He will have more fights because his ego won't allow him to. He hasn't said a word about retirement because he won't let it go. It happens to the best and worst boxers. Pride, ego, the mind, heart, keep saying, I've got more left in the tank. I wasn't right. And for Wilder, it's going to be, he hit me when my back was turned. Now, the excuses that fighters have for losing are very endless. Like him, he goes on to say, the Heck Dog says, you can like him or you can hate him. You must give Deontay Wilder some credit. He held the WBC title for 5 years. From 2015 to 2020, he was the first American heavyweight champion since 2007. The guy had some pop. And although he didn't beat any great fighters, he was always exciting to watch because his fights ended by knockout. Deontay should also be applauded for having earned more than $100 million in his career. If success is measured by the amount of money a fighter has earned, Deontay Wilder is a huge success. Now, as a fighter champion, Deontay Wilder had good speed, decent jab, and a heavy power right hand, and that's it. He became the heavyweight champion of the world, and that counts for something, guys. He beat some decent fighters and entertained us fans, regardless whether he won or lost. Now he goes on. His losses and wins gave fans something to talk about. He goes on. He says he was a very limited fighter, but he became a champion. He looked big going out there the same manner he came in. He's going out with the big bang. He's going out with the big bang courtesy of Zhilei Zhang. That's it, guys. Tell me what your guys' comments are in the comment section. Tell me what your thoughts are, guys. Hey, Say goodnight to this pretty lady, guys, and we'll catch you next time. Thank you for watching.